皆さんおはようございます。Thank you for joining me. This is the Japanese Easy News article of the day for November 12th, 2025. Here we break down easy Japanese news articles for you to study Japanese. So for our title today, we have 有名なアニメ監督、高畑勲さんの若い頃の原稿が見つかった。So here we have 有名なアニメ監督. So, 監督 is a director of a film or a leader of various types. But here we have 有名な connected to anime 監督. So this is a non-adjective meaning famous. So a famous anime director, 有名なアニメ監督. Takahata Isao-san. So Takahata Isao Takahata is his name. Takahata Isao-san no wakai koro. So we have the possessive here. This no is saying something of Takahata Isao's, which is wakai koro. So koro is like a time period or when, and then wakai is young. So the time when Takahata Isao was young, Takahata-san no wakai koro. And we have another no, which connects it to another noun. 若い頃の原稿, which is a manuscript. So manuscripts from when Takahata Isao was young. が見つかった. So that's our subject here. And 見つかる is for something to be found. And this is in the past tense. So the famous anime director Takahata Isao, his manuscripts from when he was younger were found. So he is no longer with us. He is a great director. One of my favorite anime films of all time, The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, Taketori Monogatari, was made by him. But they found some manuscripts in his old house of some of his early ideas or projects that never came to fruition that he worked on but never came out. So they found a whole bunch of these in his house. Okay, here is our vocabulary list from the article. We have 有名な. This is famous, a non-adjective. 監督, a director or a leader. This can be used for movie directors. This is the word that they will use for movie directors, 映画監督. But also for other various leaders in different positions. And we have Takahata Isao. So Takahata Isao is Isao Takahata, a very famous anime director. We have koro. This can be used for like around a certain time, like a time when or when. So you can attach it to like kodomo no koro, when I was a kid, or daigaku no koro, when I was in college. And it can be used for all sorts of different times or around certain times. We have 原稿 is a manuscript. 見つかる is for something to be found or be discovered. 亡くなる is for something to pass away, or a person to pass away normally, to die. 専門家 is a professional or an expert. 作品 is a work, like a work of art, or a product that someone makes. And then 発見 is discover, or 発見する is to discover something.
日本の有名な映画の監督、高畑勲さんのニュースです。高畑さんは、蛍の墓などのアニメーションで有名な監督です。7年前に82歳で亡くなりました。最近、高畑さんの家から原稿やメモが新しく見つかりました。若い頃に書いたようです。書いていたのは、いいものが悪いものに勝つような簡単な話ではありませんでした。専門家は、高畑さんの作品のテーマがこの頃からありました。とても大きい発見ですと言っています。
Okay, let's jump right into our article.
日本の有名な映画の監督、高畑勲さんのニュースです。
Okay, so 日本の有名な映画の監督. So all of this is a single noun here. So 監督 being our director. What kind of a director? An 映画の監督. So a movie director. 映画の監督. And 有名な a famous movie director. And then 日本の有名な映画の監督. So a famous movie director from Japan. And his name is Takahata Isao-san. So, Isao Takahata no news です. So, news about Takahata Isao, who is a famous movie director from Japan.
高畑さんは、蛍の墓などのアニメーションで有名な監督です。
Okay, so here we have Takahata-san as our main topic here. So, Mr. Takahata, 蛍の墓などのアニメーション. So, などのアニメーション. Animations such as, this など is such as connects to a noun. So, 蛍の墓 is grave of the fireflies. So, 蛍 is fireflies, 墓 is grave. So, animations such as grave of the fireflies で有名な監督です。So this Takahata-san wa connects to 監督です here is a director who is famous for. So if you have a noun で有名, that is something that is famous for something. So 有名 by itself means famous. If you have blank で有名, it's famous for that thing. So Takahata-san is famous for, or is a director that is famous for animations such as Grave of the Fireflies, 蛍の墓.
7年前に82歳で亡くなりました。
Okay, so 7年前に7年, or you can also say 7年 here. 7 years, 前 means previously, so 7 years ago. 7年前に82歳で at the age of 82, 歳 being age or years of age. So 82歳で at the age of 82, 亡くなりました. So 亡くなる is the verb to pass away, to die, and this is in the past tense. So 7 years ago, he passed away at the age of 82.
最近、高畑さんの家から原稿やメモが新しく見つかりました。
最近, so recently, Takahata-sanの家から, so 家 is house, so being owned by Takahata-san with the particle no here, the possessive. So Takahata-san の家から being from, so from Takahata-san's house, 原稿やメモが新しく見つかりました. So が is our subject here, and we have two things that are subject. 原稿やメモ. So 原稿 is manuscripts, and memo is notes. Comes from the word memo, and being separated with the particle ya here, this means these are two examples of things that were found or are our subject here, but not exclusive. So things like manuscripts and notes and other things が新しく見つかりました. So, 新しく means newly, hasn't been found before. And yeah, I gave it away, but 見つかる is to be found, and then this is in the past tense. So recently, from Takahata-san's house, manuscripts and notes have been newly found, or just have been discovered or found, right? So these have been found from his house recently.
若い頃に書いたようです。
Okay. 若い頃に, so 頃 here, meaning about the time, so, or just time or when. So 若い頃 is when he was young. And this ni telling us where our time is. So 若い頃に書いたようです。So this 書いた is 書く to write in the past tense, connected to ようです, which is it seems like these were written when he was young. So they're not 100% sure that this ようです means we think, or it seems like they were written when he was young.
書いていたのは、いいものが悪いものに勝つような簡単な話ではありませんでした。
Okay. 書いていたのは. So this no here is we are turning a verb into a noun here with the article no, and then that is our subject with our wa here. No can be replacement for all sorts of nouns here. So you can kind of think of it as things. In this case, that's how I would translate it. So 書いていたのは the things that were written, or the things that he had wrote, はいいものが so いいもの things that are good, いいものが it's our subject, 悪いものに勝つ so the verb 勝つ is to win, so good, winning over, this particle ni, use ni 勝つ to win over something, 悪いものに勝つ so いいものが悪いものに勝つ good, winning over evil. 悪いもの is bad or evil. And then we have つような. This is a such as, but you kind of have to flip the order as to how you think about this in English. So いいものが悪いものに勝つような. And then this is connecting to a noun here. 簡単な話. So a 話 is a story. And then 簡単な is a simple. So the things that were written, and then, sorry, we have a negative here. So ではありませんでした. Same as じゃなかったです or じゃないです, right? So a negative. So the things that were written were not simple stories, such as the kind where, this yona is like such as the kind where good wins over evil. いいものが悪いものに勝つような簡単な話ではありませんでした. So the stories he wrote were not always simple stories where just good defeats evil. There's more nuance to that. That's kind of the implication here.
専門家は、高畑さんの作品のテーマがこの頃からありました。
So 専門家は So 専門家 is professionals, and they are our topic, also our subject in this case. So they are doing something, and what are they doing? They are saying something, which we're going to come back to. So と言っています. You can see this quote here, but we are going to break the quote into two because it's two sentences. So professionals or experts say or are saying, 高畑さんの作品のテーマが So 高畑さんの作品 would be his works. And then テーマ is themes or also just topics. So it does come from the word theme, I think in another language, not sure which one. Maybe Italian or something like that. Maybe German. But anyways, 高畑さんの作品のテーマ. So the topic or themes of his works がこの頃からありました. So この頃 would be from around this time. Well, and then から is that from, right? So この頃 this time. And then from is the から. So この頃からありました. So ある is to exist or to have or to be. So here, the themes or topics of his works were already existent around this time. So a lot of these topics here, they're saying the topic, particularly including just good beating over evil, those aren't the kinds of topics that he would talk about. They're more nuanced, more complex. So the professionals are saying the type of topics that he covered in his works were existent even from these early manuscripts. They're saying, They have a lot of the same kind of ideas in these manuscripts that his later works would also have.
とても大きい発見ですと言っています。
Okay. とても大きい発見です。So this, that's our missing subject or topic here. とても大きい発見です。This is a very とても large or great 大きい発見 which is discovery. So this is a very great or very big discovery. So cool. Yeah. That's kind of a cool little story. It'll be interesting to see what they find in there. I mean, it sounds like they've already gone over them. I kind of have mixed feelings about what they're going to do with them. Sometimes people take manuscripts from, deceased authors or directors or things like that and make their own versions of them, which I'm not 100% completely for or against. I kind of have mixed feelings, but my favorite Ghibli film of all time was made by him, so I do love The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. Beautiful film. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But kind of an interesting little story, a little bit different from what we normally see. There were more bear attacks today, so I avoided that topic as we're kind of going way too crazy on the bear attacks, but I guess it's not us going crazy, it's the bears. So thank you so much for being here. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every day when we upload these every weekday, except for Japanese holidays, so you keep up on your Japanese studies, and I will plan on seeing you tomorrow. また明日.